Alright, hey everyone, how's it going? It's me, Goose. So, in a few hours, the Nintendo Direct will have some information about the Nintendo Switch, and unfortunately, because I'm a lazy asshole and I can't really get into the groove of making videos again, I forgot to make a script talking about what we can expect from the Switch's unveiling Part 2 Redux Edition. So yeah, the Nintendo Switch is going to be announced. We're going to have more details on it, mainly what games are going to come on it, more info about the tech and all that sort of stuff. And honestly, I don't really know what to expect from the Nintendo Switch. I think the main idea we have of the Switch is what the main product is. The fact that you can just, switch your controller into a portable console or something like that. I think that's pretty much everything we need, and I know everybody's like up in arms talking about, hey, what if the graphics on the Switch just suck ass? Well, yeah, what if they do, honestly? The Wii was a successful console despite the fact that they were working with PlayStation 2 graphics or fucking just GameCube Plus graphics. It wasn't even HD. God, I remember plugging in my Wii and seeing that it was a 480i. That was like the highest resolution. That made me depressed as fuck. But it doesn't really matter because it was a very successful console. Even despite the fact that the console was mainly shovelware central, it was still a very popular thing because it was affordable and it was, easy to use compared to an Xbox 360 controller or a PlayStation 2 controller. I mean, yeah, us gamers would look at this controller and say, it's fucking easy, just AX square, whatever. But when it comes to the casual market, such as children and elderly people, they're far more, I don't want to say ignorant, but more like they're fresher to the idea of video games. So having motion controls being an easy thing, the controller design actually resembling a controller, which is a universal device that most Americans, I would assume, know how to use, it was a very easy to use device. Hell, I would even say that the concept of the Switch is a very easy to understand concept. It's just rip off your controller parts and put it like that, and then there you go. It's a mobile, portable iPad thing. And an iPad, again, is now becoming a more popular universal device that most people in the modern age use. But with that being said, I think a lot of us see the comparisons of this being a glorified gaming iPad or tablet device, and it's kind of worrisome. Not because, the graphics aren't going to be that great or whatever, right? I don't care about that. I'm worried that there is going to be severe competition from some unexpected opponents. And those unexpected opponents, I would say, is Apple and possibly Google. And what I mean by that is, tablets, it's becoming a popular thing. Everybody's making a tablet. Microsoft has a tablet. Google has a tablet. I think they do. I don't know. A lot of companies have tablets, and some of them focus on gaming. And hell, a lot of them are really good at gaming. And who's to say Apple doesn't suddenly come up with the same exact idea with a controller swappable between your TV and just your iPad. This is new territory for Nintendo. Not just for Nintendo, just the gaming market in general. They're making a statement that mobile gaming is powerful and it is the new thing that they would like to venture onwards. Sure, we got the 3DS, but that's just not doing it. As much as we love our 3DSs, as much as we love Pokemon, it's not as, it's not as flourished or as plentiful as something as like your iPhone or just like a smartphone in general, where you have this market of just video games out of the wazoo, just like anything you would ever want. Thousands upon I would say even millions of apps you could explore and use. Of course, not all of them are great. In fact, I would say 80% of them are just trash. It's just a number I'm pulling out of my ass. But I would say a vast majority of those apps on your phone are just not that great. In fact, they're useless. But it doesn't matter because choice is something that consumers love. I know Reggie Fils-Aimé and the late and great Satoru Iwata have both stated that the mobile market is more about quantity than it is about quality, and I agree. I think a lot of people will agree on that when it comes to video games. However, you can't deny that that quantity is making Apple and all these other companies rich as fuck. Now, I'm not saying that the Nintendo Switch is going to have thousands of apps available to it. Of course not. Of course it's not going to do that. However, I'm saying that the tablets that are available now are a fierce competition to the Nintendo Switch, even if Nintendo doesn't even know it yet. And like I said before, who's to say that Apple won't come out with a new tablet that's just as great, if not better, than the NX? I think my biggest worry is that the NX is going to be outdated the moment it comes out. Like, we're going to all have a good time with it. It's going to have some games, your Zeldas, your Marios, your Metroids. Well, maybe not Metroid, but whatever. It's all your guaranteed Nintendo stuff. However, unless Nintendo plans on coming out with new versions, new models of the Switch, like the Switch Lite, the Switch XL or whatever, and I mean significant improvements of the Switch, better graphics, better RAM, 4K, whatever you want to add. If they're not going to come out with new versions, then I don't see how the Switch is going to thrive. I don't see how it's going to thrive in this market where tablets are king. I mean, that's the thing, right? I'm treating this as if it's a tablet. It's really not. It's a home console glorified as a tablet. But let's face it, it's the same concept. We have this gaming device that not only works for our TVs, but is also for the go. And honestly, we already have that, and it's called a phone. And of course, our phones can't do the TV thing, but still, it has the game thing, and a lot of them. So I guess in essence, that's my biggest worry. If it's treated like a tablet, and I mean treated hardcore like a tablet that just happens to play games, then they're going to go up against some really, really bad, just terrible things. And I know I'm repeating myself. I know that my rambling is a little off. I'm sorry about that because, I don't have a script in front of me. My mind is in just a tangled mess because the Nintendo Switch reveal is going to be in a few hours from this recording. And I'm a little scrambled, but my main concern is how this is going to evolve, I guess. If it just stays stagnant, just like the same Switch model for the next 5 years or however long they want this thing to survive, it's just going to just perish under the weight of these giants that they're competing against. But that's my biggest concern. I mean, there's some rumors going around that this thing is underpowered as well, and I mean, I don't really care. Like I said, it's just I don't usually care about graphics when it comes to consoles anymore. I mean, even though my PC sucks, it still has a vast variety of games that I can play on it. What I expect from consoles are great exclusives, and Nintendo has that giant Nintendo party of just amazing exclusives. Like I said, it's just Mario, Link, Metroid, Zelda, all that. I said Link and Zelda. Fucking Christ, what am I, 95? But yeah, I think these are great exclusives, but I'm just worried that they just don't know how to handle them anymore. But graphics aside, I guess what else we can expect from the technical aspects of the Switch, I think we can also expect some sort of strange, gimmicky controller thing, because there's been rumors and leaks, quote unquote leaks that have been floating around, that there are new concepts of the controller, one that you can use for fishing, one that you can use exclusively for shooters and such. I don't know if that's real, and if they are real, I think that's cool, but it's a gimmicky thing, and I don't really care. Another thing we can expect, let's see, like I said, I think it would be a real surprise if they announced that their plans are to come out with a new model of the Switch every year or 2 years or now, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I don't think Nintendo knows how to do that sort of shit. But, speaking of things they don't know how to do, Wi-Fi, multiplayer, stuff like that, online capabilities. I mean, I know it's if it doesn't have online capabilities, that's a bullshit thing. But I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that they know how to do the online stuff. Now that it's 2017, I think they have something structured that's better than what they have now. I mean, the Nintendo eShop isn't bad. It's not shit. It's okay. But it could be so much better. And just like adding your friends with that friend code bullshit, that's pretty bad too. I don't know. I'm crossing my fingers, but it just, ever since the Wii's announcement, I feel betrayed. Because back in 2004, 2005, when they first announced the Wii, they're like, hey, we understand the internet. We know about the internet stuff, and we know how the future of gaming's going. Like, I swear, look at the E3 press conference of the Wii. It is the smartest thing I've ever heard Nintendo say, and a lot of things that they wanted to work with, but they just never implemented. It sounded way smarter than what Xbox or what Sony was working with at the time. But they just never did it, and I don't know. Let's see, what else? I mean, we're gonna expect some video games from them. This video is mostly just me talking about how they need to come out with new versions because it's a tablet, or whatever. But yeah, they're gonna come out with new games. I mean, there was that Mario game that was just there. It was like an unofficial announcement. Hey, look at this Mario game also with the Switch. Oh, speaking of which, there's a lot of speculation going on, and it's not even speculation, it's just confirmed unofficially that they're gonna have remakes of old Wii U games and moving them to the Switch. I mean, with the whole Mario Kart 8 thing, with the Boo, and there's Splatoon on the Switch as well, and there was like something else, I forgot. But yeah, it's just all these Wii U games getting transferred over to the Switch, and I think that's just a brilliant idea. That is an absolute brilliant idea, almost as brilliant as the campaign, or rather the trailer that they had for the Switch initially, when they were just constantly just putting it up in your fucking face, or they're like, yeah, this is the Switch, this is the fucking Switch, this is not a Wii, it's not a Wii U, it's not a Wii U 2, this is the fucking Switch, and we love red, cause Microsoft got green, PlayStation got blue, we got fucking red, that's communism right there, motherfucker. So, yeah, I think that campaign was really good, but whatever. Other than that, yeah, games, awesome, it's gonna be some games. I think that's about it. I mean, I don't really know what to expect from this stupid Switch thing. I don't know. I haven't felt excited for a console since maybe the 3DS. Maybe. I really wanted a PS4, and I have a PS4 now. And I was never really excited for the console. I was just excited for the games that was coming out for it. But yeah, I haven't been excited for a console in years. And I'm still not excited for the Switch, just because I don't really, I don't know, I don't know, I just don't know, and I'm hoping that this can turn me around, and this can make me a bit more excited, this can make me a viable customer for this thing that they have. It's a big gimmick thing with rumors that it could have other gimmick things, so it's a risk. Nintendo loves to gamble. I mean, it makes sense. They used to be a casino or something like that, right? There's some gambling thing. Whatever. Love hotels. They had a bunch of sluts around too. Oh, but yeah, that's not what a love hotel is it? Anyways, yeah, I don't know what else there is. We just gotta watch for ourselves, and well, we're just gotta figure it out when it comes. All right, guys. A post discussion will be added tomorrow. This stream is going on live in about 2 hours from this recording. Yeah. So I'm going to watch it. But right now I'm just going to hang out with my girlfriend and just like forget about that shit. And then when I wake up in the morning, I'm just going to be like, hey, look at this video. It's bad. The Switch is bad. No. I'm hoping that it's great. I think it's going to be okay. I think it's going to be better than the Wii U. Anything could be better than the Wii U. Hopefully. Alright, guys. Thank you so very much for watching. Again, I apologize for the impromptu, scriptless video. And I know I repeated myself a lot. And I know I'm just going around in circles, aren't I? I'm not really used to this. But hey, I'm trying. Alright. Thank you so very much for watching. I love y'all so very much. And I will see you next time. Love y'all. Bye.